the 40 years that I've practiced, the area of domestic violence has changed tremendously. When I first started practicing, domestic violence was really physical abuse, and nobody really paid much attention to things like emotional or verbal abuse or coercive control and things like that. What frustrated me initially was that I saw spouses who were victims going back to their spouses or partners all the time. And I just couldn't understand why somebody would put themselves back in that abusive and dysfunctional situation. So as time went on, I understood better from a psychological and legal perspective the whole thing of what it means to be a true victim of domestic violence. And the way I like to help my clients is I bring in a mental health professional who supports what I have told them from a legal perspective and explains to them from a psychological point of view what they're going through. So they understand that it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to feel ambivalent. It's okay to feel that you still love that spouse. And if, especially if you have children, there has to be some future relationship, but you have to feel protected as well. So I work closely with these clients in order to get them through the court process, which is very, very difficult because they're on the witness stand and they're recounting and reliving what happened to them. I've seen many, many clients and victims of domestic violence break down in front of the judge, and you could see it in their face, reliving what they went through when their spouse hit them in front of the children or called them horrific names in front of the children. However, I think that once they tell their story, whether they win and they obtain a restraining order or they don't, and that happened yesterday with a client where she didn't win, I said to her, the fact that you stood up to your spouse and you were strong enough to go into court and tell your story, that makes you a stronger and a better person. And I think it will be easier for you to deal with your spouse in the future. And I think it'll be easier for you to go on with your life. And, that's how I want them to feel: empowered, strong, and supported.